good, everybody? Welcome back to another Call of Duty video. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about Endgame. Now, I know a lot of you guys, surprisingly, have been enjoying Endgame, and I say surprising just because I didn't think I was going to enjoy it myself, and it seems like I'm playing this more than I even play multiplayer. Obviously, I think Zombies is my most played, but Endgame has been surprisingly good. I've had a ton of fun, and the Season 1 update introduced a ton of new things to the mode, which I want to go over in this video. Not only are we going to cover the world events, we're also going to talk about the brand new exotic skill tree and a couple brand new Dark Ops challenges you can do as well. There are two brand new world events in Endgame. These world events spawn at the beginning of the game. I've seen them spawn at least like 5 to 10, even sometimes 15 minutes into the game. It seems like you cannot have two world events in the same match, so if you spawn it and get a world event that you don't actually want to play, you can't exfil and try again in the next game. The first world event we're going to cover in this video is the Colossus. Personally, I think this one is way cooler than the other one, which we'll talk about here in a bit. When this event starts, you basically need to go to the marker on the map. I'm pretty sure this marker can only spawn in the T2 zone. The first step to the event is to work together with everybody in the area and take out the fear robots. I say fear robots because these enemies are like a combination of the guild robots that walk around the map and the fear zombies. They're like super sprinter guild robots. It's insane. You will have a progress bar on the left side of your screen. Once this bar reaches 100%, the robot is going to spawn in from the red portal in the sky. Yes, this is the Origins robot. Okay, this is the same giant robot from Origin Zombies way back in Black Ops 2. The robot is going to have a health bar at the top of the screen. You can probably immediately notice there's no way to do damage to him from the outside. There are two different ways to enter the robot. I've heard that you can shoot the bottom of his foot and it will spawn in a portal. I'm not exactly sure how true that is. I personally used a nearby redeploy, or you can, use your grapple, just finesse your way up the robot. There are these platforms on the back of the robot and a portal which you can use to enter inside. Now, once you're inside, this is where things get a little bit sticky. I am level 60, okay, combat rating 60. I also have an exotic and a legendary weapon, and that still wasn't that good at taking out the enemies inside the robot. They're kind of strong. Your objective inside the robot is to kill the rhino that spawns immediately once you enter, and then you want to use these red pressure plates that you will see on every level in the room. I'm pretty sure you start at the one on the bottom, but basically you stand on the activated pressure plate. Do not leave the pressure plate or this will fail the step. If you stand on the pressure plate long enough, this will send out these 3 red lights, 2 different red light bulbs around the room. It's pretty impossible to do this if you're the guy standing on the pressure plate, but basically you want to communicate with everybody helping you and have them shoot the red lights around the room. This will start the first damage phase where you can shoot the core that's up on the roof. You will shoot the core, for a certain period of time, and then the next phase will start. And at this point, you just rinse and repeat. There's a pressure plate on every floor of this room. So once you finish the bottom, you'll go to the middle. Once you finish the middle, you will then go to the top and just rinse and repeat until the boss's health bar is completely gone. After you've defeated the boss, it will spawn in a crate in the middle of the room. This will give you access to the brand new exotic skill tree, which we'll be talking about later on in the video. And to complete the Dark Ops challenge for this world event, you actually have to exfil using the robot, which you can do by teleporting through the portal at the top of the room. This will spawn you in the robot's head, which you can then interact with the control panel. And if you stand there long enough, it will eventually play a unique cinematic and exfil you from the game. This is what the calling card looks like for exfilling using the robot's head. It's kind of strange because these Dark Ops that you unlock in the brand new in-game world events don't have names, but you do get the Dark Ops challenge and the calling card. The next event is the Toxic Tyrant. Tyrant did say this event was not going to be added until later on in the season, but for some reason, it is already available in the game. This event does spawn in the tier 3 zone, so make sure you are at least combat rating 30 or you have like an exotic or legendary weapon, something like that. Once you make it over to the event, there's going to be like 10 to 11 portals. These portals are going to spawn in an elite zombie. If you take out the elite zombie, it's going to drop a crystal. You can then pick up that crystal and deposit it into the portal. Each portal is going to take like 2, 3, maybe 4 crystals, and then it will disappear. And your objective for the first step of the world event is to make all the portals in the area disappear. As soon as all the portals are taken care of, the Z-Rex boss is going to spawn on the map, and there's no special mechanics like the Colossus. You literally just shoot the Z-Rex until he dies. The Dark Ops challenge for this world event is the same Dark Ops we had in the Shattered Field boss fight when we originally fought the Z-Rex for the first time. Basically, you want to get behind the Z-Rex, let him do his tail slam. This is going to send you into the air, which you can then interact with the Z-Rex to ride him for a short period of time. Also, when the Z-Rex is defeated, just like the Colossus event, you will get a crate, which gives you access to the brand new exotic skill tree. This is what the calling card for completing the Dark Ops challenge looks like. Again, there's no title on this Dark Ops, which is super strange, but you basically get a calling card of a cowboy on the Z-Rex. The final thing I want to show you guys are the brand new exotic skills. These you unlock obviously through completing the brand new world events. I'm not sure if they work like the other skill trees where you basically choose one and then you have to keep only choosing that one skill tree. It seems like every time you go and do the world event, you can get more exotic skills, which is pretty cool. The first exotic skill is the Mega Punch. It replaces your weapon gun butt with a deadly punch. It's basically melee macchiato in Endgame. Next, we have Conjuration. Kill enough enemies to summon toxic butterflies that harass and damage the enemies around you. Echo Shell, which significantly reduces damage taken from behind. Celebration, which means enemies damaged or affected by equipment have a chance to trigger mortar rounds that target enemies. We have Frost Cloud. Enemies damaged or affected by equipment have a chance to trigger a Frost Cloud that slows enemies. This is literally Cryo Freeze. Resurrection on fatal damage, become temporarily invulnerable. That one's pretty cool. It's kind of like Dying Wish, which is kind of crazy. Shattered Shield. Stun and damage nearby enemies when your armor plates break. And we have the Graviton Reaction. Taking melee hits can spawn a black hole that damages and displaces enemies. Are these literally just all the ammo mods and perks from Black Ops 7? I think these are literally all the ammo mods from zombies, man. That's basically going to do it though. All of the brand new updates in Season 1 of Black Ops 7 Endgame. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully this helped you out a little bit. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I'll see you guys soon for more videos, man.